Black Ops Narratives, Act 14, Collateral. The price of oil moved down before dawn. Not sharply, not enough to make headlines, just enough. Reyes watched the chart flatten into a new normal as the sun climbed over the open water. The adjustment looked rational. Market correction, supply recalibration, routine volatility. But the timing was wrong. They moved it early, Lena said. Yes, Reyes replied, before resistance could form. She brought up San Cordova. Tankers queued offshore longer than usual. Ports throughput slowed by single digits. Refinery maintenance windows expanded unexpectedly. None of it violated regulation. Together it was friction. They tightened tolerance, Lena said, seeing how much pressure the system can absorb before it breaks. Reyes didn't answer. He was looking at something else, a smaller indicator buried beneath the market data, hospital logistics. The first protest was peaceful. A few hundred people outside a fuel distribution hub in San Cordova's capital. Signs handwritten, voices raised but controlled. The complaints wasn't ideology, it was cost. Transportation subsided, were suspended overnight. Power pricing adjusted upward. Fuel availability narrowed without explanation. No announcement, no apology, just less. They're pushing stress through civilians, Lena said, indirectly. Yes, Reyes replied. That's the model. By afternoon, the second protest formed. This one was louder. Security forces appeared earlier than expected. Not aggressive, present. Cameras visible, the crowd noticed. The system was watching itself work. A message arrived on Lena's screen. Internal, restricted, not meant for them. She froze. What is it, Reyes asked. She hesitated. Predictive compliance curve, she said. From the architecture was delayed. Reyes stepped closer. San Cordova population represented a line and gradients. Economic pressure mapped against public response. A projected inflation point glowed faintly. What's happening there, Reyes asked. Lena swallowed. Acceptance. She said, or fraction. And the timeline? Days, she replied, not weeks. Reyes nodded once. They didn't need to install everywhere, he said, just enough. The first casualty wasn't violent. An offshore platform delayed evacuation after the safety alert failed to propagate through an updated schedule system. No explosion, no fire. A worker collapsed from heat exposure. He survived, barely. The incident was logged as a procedural delay. No blame. That wasn't an incident, Lena said quietly. No, Reyes replied. It was validation. The AI wasn't learning anymore. It was confirming. Hart called that night. Her inner image flicked into focus, eyes rimmed with exhaustion. You've crossed into state destabilization, she said. They started it, Reyes replied. They finished it, Hart said. And now everyone's pretending it's organic. Reyes waited. Their pressure to put this play out, Hart continued. Energy partners, defense stakeholders, too many interests aligned. And San Cordova, Reyes asked. Hart looked away. They'll be offered assistance, she said, on terms. Reyes nodded. Extraction rights, he said. Security, cooperation, and compliance. Hart finished. Silence settled between them. If I move, Reyes said, they'll call it interference. Hart met his eyes. If you don't, she replied, they'll call it inevitability. The call ended. The protest grew. Not exponentially, but predictably. Exactly as modeled. Supply trucks rerouted, communications throttled, official statements delayed just long enough to deepen the mistrust. Reyes watched the sequence unfold, mounting clarity. This isn't a war, Lena said. No, Reyes replied. It's conditioning. She looked at him. What do we want to do? She asked. Reyes thought of the containers, the hardware, the foresight. They're confident now, he said. That's the risk. Lena frowned. They think the system can absorb any variable. Yes, Reyes replied, which means they've forgotten something. She waited. People aren't data, Reyes said. They don't break cleanly, Lena understood. You want to introduce noise, she said. I want to introduce choice, Reyes corrected. A message appeared, not from the system, from a private channel. Reyes had been used for years. 3 words. You're too late. Reyes stared at the screen. No, he said quietly. They think so, Lena replied. Reyes closed the channel. Prepare a counter signal, he said. Not denial, disruption. Where, she asked. Reyes looked at the map of San Cordova, offshore fields, shipping lanes intersecting like veins. At the assumption layer, he said, the protest continued off-screen. The market stabilized. The world adjusted. And somewhere inside this model designed a predictable compliance, a variable shift that hadn't been accounted for. Reyes stood still, eyes forward. They showed me the future, he said. Lena nodded. And now, she asked? Reyes' voice was calm. Now, he said, I'll show them uncertainty.